Hey everyone, welcome back. Dev Spider here. So we're getting started on day 2. So if we look at our little GPS here, we're day 2. We're currently 8 in the morning. Looks like Kelvin's having a good time chilling by the fire. We need more sticks and more supplies as we go. Still in the same location where we stopped the last video on day 1. Hopefully that helped a bunch of you out. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. As always, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel, helps keep me going, and I really appreciate it. From there, today we need to find a place to live. I really don't want to live on the beach. I feel like this would be like a pretty good spot right here. The only issue is getting trees over there to build structures. Yeah, once they're built, you're done, you're good. However, like if we pull out the book, so to pull out the book, you press B as in Bravo. It's our first time, so you just took a minute to get it out. Right here, it goes over how to build the tent. So it's just like a step-by-step guide. It doesn't actually tell you what keys to hit or how exactly to do it. So you kind of have to use the pictures as a reference, and then from there figure out where to go. So like we went over how to build the tarp, the tent behind us, the structure that we just used to sleep and rest. So, you know, select the tarp, lay it down flat, find a corner, put a stick down, and that's how it goes. Same thing with the basic fire that we built. So you can see how how rough this would be to figure out on your own if you don't have any experience playing the forest or other games like this. Then we have the reinforced fire, which we also went over, where we put down the large stone so you build your regular fire, and then you place the stones around it, and bam, you have a reinforced fire. After that, you have the standing fire, which is just standing torches. I personally don't plan to build those for a while because I don't want to waste cloth because it's used for a lot of different items. Here you have the skull lamp, which takes cloth. Kind of like I was talking about earlier, you can put a skull on a stick. Then we have stick structures here, so we have a stick plus using the hatchet divided by a skeleton. You don't actually, well, this is actually going to have 2 recipes at once. It's the hatchet or the skeleton, and we kind of went over this too. I told you about this. So you put the stick in the ground, then you can put a skull on top of it. You then can also just put the stick down and then put a spike on top of it. Reinforce structures here. So stick plus large stone. So it would reinforce this, because what happens is if you don't reinforce these structures, when the natives run by, they'll knock it down, it'll just fall over. To build a fence, we also went over this somewhat. Put the stick in the ground, put another stick in the ground in line with it. And we'll go over this once we build it, and then you can add up more sticks to it, and then bam, you have a fence. There's a better fence for defense. This fence is just probably more decoration than anything. Floors, like this is all custom building stuff. Now on the book, there is something you need to make a note of. This is not everything that you can build, so we can go through all this like fast. Like this is like custom building stuff. This is if you want to build your own design, which hopefully we'll get to that, but it's going to be a little while. We have basic beams. We have the roof. Keep scrolling over struts. Stairs, ramps. Defensive wall. Now this is the wall you're actually going to want to build, and it works the same way as the stick as far as rotating it to stab a log into the ground. Then you have to take the hatchet and you have to notch out the top. Here it just says rope. This is if you want to attach a rope to climb up something. So if you want a way to get over your walls, you just put a rope on it, then you can climb up it. Rope bridges. I haven't built one of the rope bridges yet. It's definitely interesting. Firewood. I don't really know what we need firewood for. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think this is more or less to tell you how to get your specialty timbers made. How you take a full log, split it in half to make lumber. How you take lumber, you can take chunks out of it. You can take chunks out of logs. And then we're back at the tent. Now if you hold X as an X-ray, it'll swap to the other side of the book. So these are pre-made structures that you can set up. So hunting structures, small log cabins. I did build a tree house on the live stream if you want to check that out. I built the largest tree, well I guess it's called a tree shelter. So I built this, wait, which one did I build? Yeah, I built this large one right here, the 96 one. It's not that great. You have to figure out how to get logs and stuff out there. I haven't done it yet as far as figuring out how to actually build furniture in it. From that though, for storage, we're going to want to build shelves. If I remember right, that's the only way to store things. You have to actually set them on shelves. We can put up wall torches, ceilings, skull lamps, benches, tables, stick storage, rock storage. What we're kind of looking for right now is we're hoping to see like a sled. What we used to use was the sled, and that's how we hauled logs around. So we got rock path, stick path. It's all decorative stuff. Scarecrow, birdhouse, planters, wall planters, small animal trap, fish trap, bone maker trap. Okay, yeah, these are the traps that'll should kill the natives if they attack you. And then we're back at stage 1 again. So I think we went through all these. I don't see a sled in here anywhere. So if anybody knows how to build something that'll allow us to carry more logs, like, please let me know. Maybe I just haven't picked up the right resource. Maybe it's something with that unlock. I have no idea. Maybe it's just a matter of building a zip line up there and running it down there, then throwing the logs down the zip line. If that's the case, great. We'll have to build platforms and stuff to do that. Otherwise, like cutting on a tree. I did say we'd go over this, so let me go grab. We need to grab some fresh water and eat some food though. So let's get some water. We'll eat our burnt meat. Maybe kill something and get some more meat. Here's some of the seagulls I was talking about that we can kill. Get some feathers, make some arrows. We don't want to go in there until we get armor and arrows, so we can weaken enemies before we actually fight them in a melee fight. I also want to get build the skull. Well, I call it the skull mace. I'm sure it has a different name. We currently have no stamina, so it's going to take forever to get anywhere. And I guess because we're starving and thirsty, we didn't get good rest, so now our guy's exhausted. Just typical survival game issues. But like I said, this episode's mostly going to be about finding a place to build a home. Like I said, I'm going to look for probably a pond, fresh water, or something good like that. Nice level place to build. Okay, so eating all that burnt meat seems to have just cost us a ton of thirst, so that's not a big deal because it's easy to find water. You just find a fresh stream, drink from it, or a pond. We have energy bars. We can eat those to get some food back. We have energy drinks. We'll probably... I really don't want to, but let's go ahead and pop one of those just to get some energy. I don't want to waste the whole day. Okay, so we're back at 50% energy. That should be enough to kind of get us going. And then we're good on water. Again, we're low on food still, though. As much as I don't want to, we're going to pop one of the MRE packs. Alright, now we can probably get something done. Like I said, the goal is to find us a place to live, or at least to start like an initial base for this part of the map. Let's get our map out, put our rock away because we don't need it. Alright, so looking at this right here, I don't know why that one marker is back because we freed that guy. Unless I reloaded. No, I did on both games, so I'm not sure why that one marker's back. Because we did clear that GPS. Maybe it respawns every time we reload the game. I'm not sure. We'll go back over there and check. But I think if we build up towards that marker, that's probably the best way to do for this portion of the map. Because it should carry or cover like most of this side of the island. And there's fresh water and ponds up there. So let's go ahead and run that way. I don't know why he's still sitting over here either. Maybe because I loaded back in, he needs to be told to follow me again. So let's go grab Kelvin and tell him to get a move on. We got work to do. Alright guys, so on our search for a new place to build like a home, on the map, it's hard to see, but there's a house marker next to that cave that I plan to explore as soon as we get some stuff built up. Right above this cave though, I was headed up here to take the paths. There's two skeletons here, but the most important thing is there's some cloth right here and some rope. You're definitely going to grab that if you see it. Kelvin's finally caught back up to us, and with that we're going to head back this way. Well actually we're going to go this way. We're going to get on the main path and head back up towards the freshwater ponds. I'd like to be a little bit deeper into the island. It'll be harder to defend, I think, but the trees will be more plentiful, so it should be easier to get a good setup going. Alright, so while walking up this path, as you can see here, Kelvin's currently under attack by this dude that's using a boat motor, so we gotta watch out for that guy. I think his village is located above us. I really don't want to fight him, so we're gonna kind of, I guess, run up here and just loot his village. As long as he leaves us alone, we're cool, but it looks like he really wants to attack Kelvin. I did rob these guys on my live stream. I mean, that dude's got bones, so like the white skull dudes are not that cool. They do have cloth and stuff here, so, I mean, you know what? I'm just going to take their stuff. They can get mad if they want to. We'll just run away, because I really want the rope. Take these skulls. We'll take the extra tarp. I told you there'd be plenty around the map. Look at these little racks. You can find cloth on them. And some energy drinks to replace the ones we're currently using. Look inside the little huts. You can find some cloth here. Just watch out because they will get really angry. Yeah, you see he's attacking Kelvin right now. Once they get in with Kelvin, they'll come for us. So we're going to go ahead and head out. Right here they've got I don't know, a skin throne. But like I said, they'll come for us soon. So we need to get out of here before they do. And we'll make our way back over to the path. And they will chase us for quite a while, but eventually they should fall off. What is that? Is that a pot? Okay, I guess that's where they wash their dishes. So like I said, while moving around the map, you want to make sure that you follow these paths. Or at least that's what I advise initially. There's a little brown rabbit. If you do that, you should find what you need resource-wise to get a good start. So for instance, like right here is a nice open area with a bunch of trees around it. We could build here, but again, I want to be really, really close to fresh water. Alright, so while following the path, we came up here. We found another little village. You kind of got to watch these guys. They may or may not be angry at you, depending on what you do. I'm going to rob them blind, so I'm sure it's going to make them mad. They don't like thieves. Yep, just like that. Oh, and I died. I was not expecting to take that much damage. And sorry about the noise, I'll try to get it out. There's a waterfall right there. So when you die, you can hold E cut your ropes loose. Now, if you die a second time, you have to reload from your save point. Alright, so from there, we want to grab our bag. Occasionally, it'll respawn some extra stuff for you, too. You take a quick look, see if I can't gank some more stuff before we get killed again. I don't see anything. I think we're just run away. I don't know if that resets their aggro or not, but yeah, you can see we're still super low on hit points now. Really wasn't worth it. And let's get our map back out. So while walking on these paths too, make sure you're looking to the left and right. The paths won't always take you straight to what you want. And once we picked up that bag, we should have gotten back everything. So let's go ahead and check that out really fast. And we still have a modern axe. That's mostly all I care about. And our rope. So as long as you grab your bag, you should be good to go. Okay, so I see something over here. So we're going to head this way. I saw something blue. Alright, so we've got some golf carts right here. We're also on a green marker. So if this is like the last one I found, we're going to need a shovel to dig this up. And then right here we've got some printer resin on the back of this. And then like right here you see the shovel icon, so I think we need to dig right here to find some of the people we're searching for. But I also think the shovel is going to be an item like our modern axe, so we're going to have to actually wait a while until we're ready to do that, because I have not found a way to build a shovel yet. If somebody knows how to build a shovel, let me know. Until then, we'll just keep exploring caves and stuff until we find it. I thought we were headed towards where I wanted to build my base at. I don't know how I'm so turned around. Okay guys, so we're back over here where we found the modern axe at, and it looks like all the loot is actually respawned here. So we're gonna go ahead and loot this again. Good to know. I don't know why, if it's just a weird thing the game does, but the loot is random, so it's different than it was last time. So we just got like 2 hand grenades. We're getting a bunch of batteries here for the flashlights. Tons of duct tape, so I'll take that in a heartbeat. I wonder if that means that one dude's body is going to be back. I will definitely take all these energy drinks. Can't get too many of those. The C4 is back. More flares. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do with the flares yet, but we have more flares. I'm going to run up here real quick and check and see if this body's back too. Okay, well the body's on the ground, so... And we can pick up his GPS locator still. And we're currently full of vodka. It's good to know. I mean, are we supposed to do something with this? Like... Oh wait, we can swap it to helicopter? Question mark. X. Oh, so this is... Oh, so I guess we can set this down and it'll mark positioning for us. If we want to mark like a base or certain spawns. Well, that's good to know. So we can pick up more GPSs. Use the right mouse button and we can mark radios, parts, lungs. It's got tons of symbols. I had no idea. So that's good to know. So there's a way to put pings on your map to mark it. Of course, every time I go to talk, something screams in the background. That's the forest for you. Alright, so we just smack that bird down. Let's grab all those feathers that we can get. Like these are the birds I'm talking about. I've been killing like these red birds, blue birds. They're not like the ducks. They don't give us meat. But now I'm going to go try to find that a place or the place that I want to build. Now that I know that loot respawns, I kind of want to stay close to these tents, because that was some pretty good loot. And there's multiple caves in the nearby area. There's like 3 caves, so this is like a good central location. But maybe more over here, so there's like 4 caves on this side. Oh, this is a strange one. She's painted up, but she's got actual clothes on. That's different. I'm not gonna hurt you, person. You just leave me alone. Alright, so I'm thinking about building somewhere around like right here in this area. I might look over by this waterfall in front of us. It seems like a good junction of rivers. There's a lot of paths, if I zoom in here, that you can see. There's, I don't know, 4 or 5 caves in the nearby area. And it's pretty central, so this would probably be a great place for a main base. If we can find a defensible area. It's not like an island. I mean, we could probably do like in the forest one maybe. And it could trick the AI if we built like a bridge out and into the middle of the water. I haven't tried that yet. I don't know exactly how their pathing is going to work with something like that. But if it's not too loud, or even if it is, we can probably turn it down. I wouldn't mind building in between like the rivers, but so far it sounds like it's going to be way too loud. Like it'll drive me crazy. So we're still on the hunt to find a place to build. We followed these waterfalls up to this pond. We found some boats right here. It's got a little bit of rope in it, so we're going to take that. We don't need the stick. Some more rope on this one. Definitely taking it. We can drink some more water. Our guy's exhausted. We might have to pop an energy drink, which is not a big deal now that we know this stuff respawns. Still looking for a good place to live. I kind of want to build on a cliff again, but on the other game, it's just hard to get on top of the cliff at night. And I feel like we've come too far. I mean, there's 3 caves right here, so I think we're going to just head back down and build next to that pond some way, somehow. Or maybe close to this cave. I think building close to caves is probably bad. I want to say the mutants and things, if it works the way the regular forest did, the original, they come out of the caves, so you don't typically want to build near them. Okay, so we're near one of the caves now. There's a totem here with money on it. As far as I know, you can only burn the money. I'm sure we could smash this to get some skulls, but we're pretty full on resources right now, so I'm not going to worry about smashing that. Plus, it might make something angry. There's a piece of cloth here. We'll take that. Oh man, that bat just scared me. What is this? Oh, we've got dead bodies here. That's usually never a good sign. We just got a slingshot off of this guy, so let me go pull my map out in case anybody wants to see where that's located. Alright, so there's the map if you want to triangulate it from where we used to be. It's right below the helicopter crash. Yeah, so that was right on that dude's body. I'm not sure how to use the slingshot. I'm assuming small rocks. Probably good to kill birds and rabbits with. So definitely happy about that. Not going to go inside that cave yet. We will take this rope. And some more cloth right here. Let's get the lighter back out so we can kind of see. It's just enough light to get you going. So we'll take that cloth. Kelvin's just chilling. We don't need any more sticks. But probably not a good place to build since there's a lot of dead bodies chilling right here. It's boarded up, so we don't have to worry about it at the moment, I would assume. We will eventually need to go in there and explore it thoroughly. So the mission continues. It'll probably take a day or so before I finally settle on something where I want to build. Alright guys, so I think we're going to try to build us a good little starter base like right here on this pond. You can see on the map we're currently kind of below the helicopter. The first cave I want to explore is up north of where we're looking right now. But there's multiple caves around us and places to loot. So there's a butterfly on my axe. Yeah, so we're going to knock some of these trees down. We're probably going to make some of these locals mad because I'm sure they're going to get hit by them. We're going to have to build a fire. We need some food. And from there, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get us laid out a nice little house. So I'm going to start knocking some trees down. But first, let's compare our axes. So right now, we're using the basic hand axe, the one that you start with. So you just walk up to a tree and you knock on it until it falls over. Sometimes you have to aim in a little bit, move around. The direction you're facing is the direction it seems to fall every time. The logs do roll, and they will destroy any underbrush that they hit. So you can see it's knocking down all the small trees. A little bit low on stamina. I need to really make some food. Alright, so we're just stacking up some logs. So we're going to clear this space out. I think that's going to make a lot of the locals mad. I do want to build some fires. You can get rid of these little ferns and stuff just by cutting them with your axe. We'll probably have to knock out some of these stumps. You can see he's hiding there. And I think he just tried hitting us or throwing a rock at us. So that means they're getting aggressive, probably because we're changing the environment. They don't really like that. I like to clear the area out so that I don't have to see these guys. But we'll probably like fence this off some, build this little dock out towards the water. Maybe put storage out there. I don't know yet. We'll play around with it. But there's tons of birds here, plenty of fresh water. We're on a good side of the map, it seems like to me. And then we'll probably build some other things elsewhere. But I'm going to put like a flat house here because it should be big enough and level enough. We just got to stay away from these large boulders because I don't think we can get rid of them. So anyways, back to what we were talking about. That was the basic axe. So let's go ahead and get out the large axe, or the modern axe. And let's see what happens when we knock a tree down with it. Yeah, so I'd definitely say that's a little bit faster. I wouldn't say it's noteworthy, but yeah, it works out pretty well. Hopefully we're not destroying our logs, because last time I felt like they started disappearing. I guess what we could do is we could probably just grab them and stack them. So you'll see that white symbol pop up at the bottom, so you can sit the log down like that. Oh, press eat it, and we can grab two more. Walk up to it, you'll see it highlight on top. And when it does that, we can place there. And you can stack these up. That's pretty much it's building a wall. But this way we know we're not losing our logs. And you can pull them back off just by holding down C. And you actually stack these quite high. Now the one thing I did want to go over, let me get some of these logs up really fast. And they're auto snapping together, so we're actually building like a little house. So like just stacking stuff like that, I mean you can just build anything. Let me see, I think we've got about all of them gathered back up. These guys are getting upset. There's like 4 or 5 of them around us now. So we need to be careful in case they start mobbing us. Okay, so we got one right here. So this will be the one we'll use. I'm going to use to show you how to work with logs. Okay, so we're going to set this log down right here. So if you look at the log, can I not do this with the large axe? And let me pick this back up. Maybe because it's placed, it's not letting me. All right, let's throw it on the ground. Okay, so a log that's not placed a certain way. If you look at it here, you can see that that red line, if we left click right now, it's going to quarter the log. This left line means it's going to cut it in half. So if I hit it, and right there we get a, that's pretty much what they call planks. And then you can quarter this into firewood and everything else, just based on those red marks, which these guys would go away. And like I said, you can destroy the stomps if they're in your way. Now that's a lot faster with the modern axe. I'm going to grab these and throw them down somewhere, probably like right here. We just killed something, or we might have hit one of them. If we put fires down, they'll probably run through them and get mad about that too. I'm not worried about any of these berries. Let's go ahead and start knocking all this brush down. Alright, so with all that knocked down, yeah, it's Kelvin, I know they're hanging out over there. So all this brush knocked down, let's pull a book out. Make sure it's on your left hand, that way you're in this specific menu if you want to do what I'm doing now. So you can build like a small log cabin. It takes, I feel like we're in the sun, you can't really see. It takes 75 logs. I kind of want to build like the largest one if there is a bigger one. So we have lean-tos, lookout towers. So I guess the log cabin's the best way to go right now. But if it says small, you'd assume there's a large. Maybe we just don't have it yet, because the tree shelter comes pretty large too. So we'll just build a small log cabin. For now, like I said, we're probably just doing tent bases. And then we can always design our own later. Now then, Q and R to rotate this. We went over that in the last video. See, there's the door there. We can actually elevate this. That's kind of cool. Just by like picking up on it. Oh, we can actually set it in the water too. That's awesome. I wonder if I could do that and if we'd be safer. Oh, we can always build another one. For now, we'll just set this one here, and then we'll wall it off with the fence later. Alright, so we just left click and we place the blueprint. Now it's going to have a bunch of things at once on our left side. If you let it just sit long enough, it'll eventually disappear. So we're going to go ahead and hold C and grab these and start building on it. That way it'll save the blueprint. But you can see it's really expensive, but the building is really nice in this game. It's pretty smooth and fluid. Like, I think he might have just attacked us. I don't know. Maybe we should eat some meds to make sure we don't die. Oh, we need to build a fire. I keep forgetting we're like out of food. Let's just, you know what? We need rest. Let's pop an energy. We'll just pop some energy drinks and some food. Get us by for a minute. All right, that should keep us working. So I'm gonna go ahead and start building this out. If you want to build a wall too, let's go over that. So if you take a log, it's the same thing as building a fire, and you look at the ground. So that current white line will just lay down like a normal side-by-side wall, like we just did with these pieces. To build the defensive wall, though, with the spikes on top, oh, yep, of course he's attacking us. Quit attacking me, I'm going to kill you. So we're going to, while looking at the ground, right-click. It'll change it to the circle, same thing like we did with the stick. Let me see, we want to come out enough to where we can actually defend ourselves. This might get destroyed once I cut these trees down. Okay. And then we'll just place it like that. Yeah, we're taking a ton of damage from these guys. They'll probably mob us if we start attacking them, though. I don't know why they're so mad. We must have dropped a tree on them by accident, or they're just mad about their trees being cut down. He's trying to get us again. Look, dude. Yeah, you better run away. We're about to get killed. So obviously water doesn't bother them. He just ran all the way in there. Ow. Okay, yeah, we might die again. I don't have a bed to spawn at. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna work on this cabin. Hopefully we don't die again. And try to get this built out so we have a place to put some shelves in and add some storage. Probably could try to get a wall up, at least partially, so we can see where they're at. I don't know why they're so hardcore about hanging out on top of us. Maybe this is where they live at. We do want to kill them eventually, just so we can make armor, so it's no big deal. Let me go ahead and stop the recording. We'll try to build this out. Yeah, he's still trying to kill us. I don't know if I have enough medicine left. Yep. Oh god, that's not good. I don't know if we have the meds to survive this. Oh, we do have some medicine, okay. As long as it kicks in fast enough. That dude took us to 1 hit point. Wait, did they drown out here? Oh, sweet. They can't... So that might be why they're... Okay, right there, too, in the water, something important. Let's go ahead and throw this down. So right here in the water, that's a skin pouch. They carry these around, so let's go and loot that. It's the same thing as the original pouch we got, the starter kit. And then we need to kill this guy. He's kind of in our way. These guys aren't very strong. I was just trying to keep the map from being mad at me, but I mean, if they want to fight, they want to fight, you know? So we need to get a fire going so we can gather all the bodies up and burn them, and that'll give us tons of bones. Stamina's low, hit points low, let's back off just a hair. I was hoping I could build in peace before I had to deal with these all this nonsense. Maybe they're gone for now, so let's see if we can't get a fire built, because I want to burn the bodies before they disappear. And that might also kill some more of them once they freak out and run away from the fire. Alright, so to get bones, like I said, we'll come over here, we'll grab these bodies. Press G and throw it on top of your fire. You should see it catch flames, and then you'll see bones and skulls pop out of it, just like that. And we'll see if we can't grab this last body out here in the water. I don't know if we can carry that back or not. Yeah, it looks like we can't carry that one back in unless we can push it. It's not a big deal. There'll be plenty more coming to play.